Hey, yo! What's poppin', gang? It's Monday, gang. Yo, it feel like it's been a long weekend, bro. It feel like it's truly been a long weekend, man. We back. What's up? What up, Noah? What up, TW? What up? Hey, thank you for becoming a member, gang. Oh, hey, yeah. What up, Isaac? Hit me with the AOs when y'all pull up, man. What is up, man? This has been a hell of a weekend, bro. I got my protein shake here, man. I have not had a chance to get this down. We just finished the workout. We hopped straight on the live. We had a crazy Friday. I believe that was Friday. When the Luther video dropped, because I didn't do anything on the weekend. We had a crazy weekend as far as this video going crazy. And Kendrick does it again, man, with just dropping something with significant dates and things like that we didn't even notice. And shout out to the poll. It's still up. 3.3 thousand votes. 96% of y'all are saying Luther is better. Shout out to everybody who pulled up. To our organic research session. Hey, Z, what up, my boy? What up, my boy? Thank you for the 10-month re-up, gang. I appreciate you, fam. That's OG crew right there, man. Shout out to my dog Z. Hope everything is well with you. What was I saying? Our organic research session where we had everybody pull up and kind of give their take on the music and everything, just so everybody could say, bro, it's not bots, bro. Everybody want to call us bots. We not bots. It's real people who have real feelings and real emotions behind this stuff. So now we're here. The Ville put together a dope video for us. It was a fun stream. Oh, Decode Gang. Facts. It was an amazing stream. We back. What up, Jada? What up, J2? The Ville has put together a video for us. And shout out to the Ville, man, because the Ville pulled up to the stream too. Put up to one of our streams here recently. Shout out to him. I seen him and Jay Nolan. Was it Jay Nolan? I think it was Jay Nolan. Was it Jay Nolan? No, it was Jalopy. My bad. It was Jalopy, the Ville, and Curtis King did their video together. That was fire, man. So collaboration at its best. But we got another one for y'all lined up, man. So make sure y'all go ahead and tap in with my dog, the Ville. I said every video, I don't like to react to nobody without giving them they plug first. Make sure y'all go ahead and check him out if y'all haven't done it already. My man's always has a really in-depth view at this type of stuff. And high key. Y'all was sending me a bunch of stuff over the weekend, just like through comments on the videos that I was like, damn, maybe y'all are right about that. So we should definitely take a look into that. Friday for Rayvon mixtape. Yeah, Friday we got Rayvon. So we're gonna probably do kind of like a tap in with y'all after that too. I want to try to see if Rayvon will pop up for us. He might not though. He might be busy, but we'll see. But let's go ahead and tap into this video, man. Shout out to everybody for pulling up. I see everybody. Cleisha. What's up, gang? Craig, Jack, Erica's here. Lito, RMS. What up, RMS? Double tap that screen if you guys haven't done it already. We got 17 minutes to dive into, so let's go ahead and get it, man. Let's see where he starts. Let's see if we really missed a lot, because I feel like on initial view, even if we didn't understand the meaning behind it, we kind of pointed it out and put like a little red sticker next to it and was like, I see that. I see that. What up, Lito? Let's get it.
For all the hidden messages, all
Marvin,
the
what
Easter
up?
eggs that we had found in the Kendrick Lamar music video. I'm sure everybody has seen it at this point. I'm sure people have made their own speculations. I just want to go over the things that we had thought about when we had did the live during the time of its release and see what it is that we found, and we could share it with y'all. So the first thing that I noticed in the video was this part right here, this frame right here, where Kendrick is not looking at the camera. Very interesting thing, considering that that's something that he did as well in the Squabble Up music video. In the Squabble Up music video, he chooses to avoid the camera, not look at the camera, and he shares the same thing that he does in the Luther video. I wonder if that's something that you're going to see in the future videos, as well as any other video that comes out in GNX, or whatever.
If you think about it, though, looking at the camera acknowledges the camera. The Cypher crew, what up? Looking at the camera acknowledges that it's there. So if you're just going throughout life normally, there's nothing to acknowledge. It's like you're being watched, like the Truman Show. Not necessarily being watched. I'm not saying it's the Truman Show. I'm just saying you're being watched, and your focus isn't to acknowledge that the camera is there. It's just to This is just you witnessing my raw emotion in my life and what I'm going through. I'm not acknowledging the camera. So, D. Avery, what up? Say, finally here. Let me know if this is your first live in the chat, gang. I appreciate y'all, man. All right, so that's kind of my take on him not acknowledging the camera, is that it's just there, right? It's not something that he has to acknowledge.
For a reason, it just seems like he refuses to stare at the camera. I wonder if it symbolizes anything. Maybe you could tell me in the comments. But this is one thing that I noticed in the video that stood out to me. The second thing, now one thing that I wanted to point out first before we get into the car is that he's in a hotel room before he actually opens the next door that shows the car covered in a red tarp. In this hotel room, I wanted to point out the fact that him being in a hotel is very interesting, because we've been talking about Drake, the Mark Hotel, and all of that. Just feels like hotels seem to be a thing that we've been talking about quite some time when it comes to this Kendrick and Drake beef.
Yeah.
Well, the door's open to this hotel room. The sliding door's open.
But okay, so this one thing, I'm not sure if that's the hotel. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be the hotel, because we talked about that before, where he's the GNX snippet joint is shot there too. So I'm not sure if it's actually supposed to be a hotel or if it's like I said it was like his lair, bro. Like I said it was like it's his bat cave type shit, type stuff. My bad, gang. Like his bat cave or something like that. That's kind of the way I took it. I don't know if it's supposed to be the hotel. I have to look at the video again to see if they was in the hotel. Yeah, PG Lang studio or something like that.
It points to the scene. You could see the room has dispersed, and now we're in another scene. Kendrick appears in front of the GNX covered in a red tarp, holding up, and he lets it off, implying that he's popping somebody, right? Well, who is he popping? As the song is playing, the lyrics that he says in the song when this happens, before this happens, it says, hit him strictly with that 5, 5, 5. So hit him strictly with that 5. He has the 5 in his arm. I'm pretty sure he's talking about Drake. And then this scene comes out, matching the lyrics to what is going on in the video. It's clear. It's a clear sign that this was a diss towards Drake.
Definitely. Absolutely. You know what else? You know what else was pointed out? You know what else was pointed out? Shout out to Rahus. Gang, gang, my boy. Cuzzo, what up, Chad? What up? What up, man? It's the boy, the hooligans in here, man. I appreciate you, bro. He said, run it up, man. Run it up. Shout out to my dog for the 15-month re-up. We got Blue Flame gang in here, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Rod. How you doing, fam? You know what else is pointed out is that he's wearing the same outfit that he was rocking on the cover of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I made it. What up, Shantae? He's wearing the same outfit. The khakis, the boots, the white shirt, the blick, all of that is the same. I think that was Big Kish. Aaron, what up, my boy?
Hit him strictly with that 5 is something that he's referring to Drake. And it's not a coincidence that he ups the blick when this happens, when those lyrics are said in the sequence. I think this was a direct diss to Drake when it matches up with the lyrics and then what we see in the video. Another thing that I wanted to point out is the flooring. The flooring, you could tell, has brown little squares, which represent the same location that Kendrick had shot the GNX promo. When Kendrick had shot his GNX promo a while back for the release of GNX, the album, he was here. He was sitting here in the middle, the same position where he's at now in the music video.
Facts.
He's in the same spot where the GNX promo was shot originally. But just to let you know, this is actually a popular spot, I'm assuming, where people film.
Really?
Because surprisingly enough, Snoop Dogg and Tom Brady, they had did the same commercial.
Now that's W research. That's W research. Okay. Because we thought it was like a little bat cave for him right there. What up, Chosen? We thought it was like his little lair that he's been using, but it seems like it's an open space. I didn't know that.
Surprisingly enough.
Hola from Miami, Venezuela. What up? Is that Maffer? Hopefully I'm saying it right. What's up? Hopefully I'm saying your name right. The video also starts off either K-Dot wearing a Canadian tuxedo. Yes, we called that out immediately. What up, Nick? When Kendrick rode up in a GNX, he was meeting SZA. That mean he had an entanglement with that other lady. That's kind of what I was saying, because she was waiting on the phone. Or he was having the entanglement with SZA because he had old girl we don't know who he was talking to, but he had somebody on the phone while SZA was standing outside, and she could see him on the phone. So that to me makes me think she's the side piece.
Snoop Dogg and Tom Brady, they had did the same commercial at the same place. You can see this is exactly where Kendrick Lamar is kneeling down. You could see him here, and this is where you see him with the GNX covered in the tarp in this scene.
W.
So it goes from wherever they're at in the room, that penthouse or whatever that hotel is, the doors open, and now he's in the location where he had started the GNX album, where he had started the promo. It's the same location in the same spot. I thought it was real interesting considering that Kendrick Lamar is taking us back to where everything had started. This is where he started filming for the GNX promo. This is where he's starting to film.
That's the first thing we heard was the snippet.
And I wonder if this position or this place.
Don't y'all find it kind of crazy that the first thing we heard, what up, King Hammer? What up, my boy? The first thing we heard was that snippet, and we've never gotten anything more from that. Like, the day he dropped that, and we turned on the camera and reacted to it, we thought it was just that. Like, that moment when y'all was writing Kendrick drop, the album is out, I thought y'all was trolling, but we've never heard anything else from it. And then people are thinking that there's a deluxe still coming. I think it's, even if the deluxe wasn't coming, so many people think that it is coming that it's almost like he probably should just do it just so we get that piece too, right? But I still we don't have the answer for the GNX covered in red yet, at least.
To film for the Luther music video. And I wonder if this position or this place has any type of importance because of the fact that it was seen recently in the GNX promo, and now he's sharing it now.
What up, Zone?
Seems like a popular location no matter what, where other people decide to film. I know, like I said, Snoop Dogg and Tom Brady had shot a commercial there. So I'm not sure if it's just because if it's a popular spot or if it has any type of significance, but it's definitely something important to point out considering this is where he had started when he had shared the promo video in the very beginning with that song Bodies.
Absolutely.
And you know, the song Bodies on Bodies was the thing that he had said in those lyrics in that promo. And then he's upping the blitz.
Hey, shout out Shantae for the $5 dono, gang. I appreciate you. Shantae says, the GNX is shot up and will be in the Peekaboo video relating to X. Oh, you think? Is that what we thinking, gang? I mean, that would be insane. Yo. Y'all was saying that the GNX was dented or the hood was messed up when it was at the gas station. I don't know if that's because y'all actually seen other pictures or if y'all are still relating off that kind of grainy, blurry image that we saw. But y'all was saying that already. Y'all was saying like the GNX is gonna be damaged, which is why it's covered, and it's covered in red, which is I'm sure is a symbol for, I don't know if I can say it, but what's in your veins, right? I don't know, man. I think that's a really, 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 really dope picture too. This is still one of my favorite still shots of the video. Just so artistic. SZA got an identical jacket on to X2. Oh yeah, I seen that too. Boris, what's up? It's for a Playboy Cardi video.
And taking someone down, catching a body, possibly, potentially. Feel like this is a place where he does his dirt.
The Playboy Cardi video, wait. Why did I miss that comment? Where did it go? The gas station was for Playboy Cardi video. Okay.
Work. And now going to the tarp, going to the red tarp that I wanted to talk about. There's a few things about the tarp that people were talking about that people had noticed. One thing that if you look up a red tarp, covering something often signifies high visibility or prioritization, particularly in construction, industrial, and agricultural settings. But the second part is, I think, the most important. It could also indicate a specific phase of a process or warn of potential hazards. Red tarps are also used for emergency triage to categorize victims in mass casualty incidents. So we talk about Kendrick potentially popping somebody. Could that be why he has the red tarp for mass victims? Or could it be because there's another phase coming around? Now they say that the tarp, when it comes out, there's a different type of phase. It says that it could also indicate a specific phase of a process or warn a potential hazard. So either this is because he's trying to imply that he had just caught a body, or he's trying to imply that there's another phase or another sequence happening and the red tarp is supposed to represent.
Honestly, it could mean both. Honestly, it could mean both, bro. It could definitely mean there's something coming. It could mean It could mean a lot of things. That's the thing about it. It's so there's so many different ways we could go with that, and they all fit. All of those meanings fit. So even to say that it's just one might be wrong, because the interpretation could be multiple. It could be multiple interpretations. Kendrick is gonna drop Peekaboo sooner than you think. Is there an anniversary? Is there an anniversary coming up? Is there any dates that mean something here this month? Other than Easter, the rebirth. That's 420. That's Sunday. That's 6 days. Today is Damn's anniversary. Stretch till further notice, I guess. Easter reincarnated. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it could be. We'll see.
Present that. Now, remember, in the very first promo, the GNX promo that he had shared, remember, there was two vehicles here. There was one GNX and there was another. So one covered in the red tarp. Could this potentially be the second GNX that was in the promo in the very beginning of GNX's release? Potentially, perhaps. We'll keep it alleged. But it seems like it could be a possibility. But I feel like there's a chance that it could mean both of those things. I think the red tarp could be specific to another phase.
See, that's why I like the Ville, bro. I feel like he leaves the door open and he keeps it alleged. I like that, bro. That's what I like about the Ville, man. I said the same thing. I think it could be both. And he was like, bro, I think it could be both. I don't think you should tie one meaning to anything. Shout out to the homie. Oh, wait. X's birthday is when? What's the 17th? What up, Classy K? What up? What's the 17th? Nah, I mean, National Cheese Ball Day. I'm cheesing, fam. National Cheese Ball Day, National Crawfish Day, National Haiku Poetry Day, Holy Thursday in the Christian faith. I've never heard of Holy Thursday a day in my life. Wait, what? Holy Thursday? That's a thing? The day before Good Friday? Holy Thursday? That's a thing for real? I've never heard of that in my life. I'm a heathen, bro. Notable for events like April 17th is also notable for events like the Canada Act being proclaimed. What is the Canada Act? April 17th is also notable for events like the Canada Act and the death of Benjamin Franklin. What is the Canada Act? The Canada Act is also known as the Constitution Act 1982, was proclaimed by Queen Elizabeth II on April 17th in Ottawa. This event marked a significant step in Canada's constitutional independence and enshrined the Charter of Rights and Freedom as part of the Canadian Constitution. The act, which was approved by British Parliament on March 25th, gave Canada the power to amend its own constitution without needing British approval. So it's a significant day for Canada. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Look, he said, my bad, I was trolling. I looked it up. Don't be trolling, bro. What happened? What Craig say? Easter reincarnated, my mom's birthday. WrestleMania is on the 19th and the 20th. We need a TVR video. We definitely do. Might drop before the tour. It might. Let's keep going.
Another process about to happen. And also the fact that Kendrick Lamar had brought the red tarp to categorize a victim in the mass casualty. Watching the party die, the beef with Drake, taking shots at Drake, all that, right? Another thing that I wanted to point out that I found very interesting was SZA when she walks in the door. So SZA, she walks into these doors and she knocks on room 6. Now people are saying that this is supposed to represent Drake.
Bro, she left out of room 13. It's either room 13 or floor 13. It's either room 13 or floor 13. And somebody else pointed something else out too. X's birthday. There's an exit sign on this room door. There's an exit sign. So that's kind of weird. And then people definitely made this like typically if there's an exit, like there would be an arrow towards an exit, or it'd be hanging somewhere up here to like highlight where the exit is. If you were looking at this, you would assume the exit is this door. Yeah, I think it was room 13, RMS. I think it was room 13. Yeah, she left out of room 13 and went to room 6.
Because the room number is 6. Drake is from the 6 God, all of that, right? SZA also had a past relationship with Drake. They used to date each other. People were saying that this could be SZA being sent to Drake. Now, when I say being sent to Drake, people always assumed, was SZA the person that was able to get information from Drake? Because we know that they collaborated together in the past, so far as 2023 when she was on For All the Dogs. When they did the song Rich Baby Daddy, that was back in 2023. A lot of people are assuming that this scene is supposed to represent
Hey,
SZA.
shout out to Shantae for the 10. Shout out Shantae. I appreciate you. Shout out to Shantae for the $10 donation. Shantae says, I know many people think that the gas station preview was for Playboy, but I think the GNX being covered is shot up and it's for Peekaboo video related to Triple X. It could be. It really could be. We don't know yet. We don't know yet, but you know what? We're going to be here to figure it out. Do me a favor, chat. We almost at 100 likes in the stream. If you guys don't mind hitting that like button, I appreciate you guys so much. Hit that like button. Thank you, Shantae.
Sent to Drake to possibly gather information, but we'll keep it alleged. Could SZA possibly be a person that obtained information from Drake? And are they showing that in this music video? Another thing about the numbers on the door, since we're on that topic as well, is the 6, 8, and 10. 6, 8, 10. These are the even numbers on the door naturally, but some people told me to look up what that number is. So look up 6, 8, 10. And surprisingly enough, if you type in Drake and 6, 8, 10, you get this video from Drake on YouTube from the date June 8th, 2010, which is 6, 8, 10. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but what are the odds that if you type in those numbers that are on the door, you're going to get a video of Drake pop up on YouTube? What's going on, y'all?
Is it gone? Did I type it right? Huh? I don't see it. What did he say type in? Drake, I'm going to just type in Drake on Ustream. June 8, 2010. How could I not find this? That's going
like a clamshell. Yeah, still fly on my hawk shit. My conversation stinks because I talk.
I wonder if that means anything or if it's a coincidence. Just type the numbers in. Oh, I found it. I found it. Crew, you gonna check out Aubrey's shadow boxing? Oh, trust me, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. 06, 08, 10. I typed it in, but we found it either way.
Nah. My thing done.
What? Who's in this room?
Call Wayne. Oh, yeah. All right. 1 second.
Who's in this room? This is weird. I'm trying to figure out like who's in this room. The usual suspects, most likely. Hidden Hill ass video, right? Like what? Like I want to know like who's in it. Like who are these people? Like I can't even.
It was in an Italian restaurant.
I can't tell who this is. I don't even know, bro. I feel like we could dissect that video on its
And
own.
if you type in those numbers that are on the door,
He's
you're
so
going
lame.
to get a video of Drake pop up on YouTube with the same numbers with the same date. So is
I don't know. We don't. Somebody said, is that the same hotel or like what hotel are they in? Because it looks like they're in a hotel. They could be in a house though. We don't know. We have no information. We don't know nothing about this. And every comment is from 14 is years old. There's nothing new here. Oh, how does this fit? How does this date fit into the Drake v Kendrick Cold War? See, somebody asked. And this is the newest comment from 3 hours ago. That's crazy.
this SZA being sent to Drake to get information? I don't want to call SZA the Mo, but is she the Mo? We'll keep it alleged. This is all entertainment anyways. And another thing that I wanted to talk about with this picture was the exit sign. One thing that I had noticed that the exit
Somebody
sign
brought
green.
that up.
Why is the exit sign green and why
Right,
is it
exit
red?
sign is typically
And why is
red.
the exit sign at a door?
Shout out Special.
Very odd indeed. But apparently, and shout out to Monique for this one because I had saw that she had posted this. While green exit signs are not related to X trafficking, they can be used in some cases to signal distress or a need for help in a situation where a person is in danger, including potential trafficking situations. This can be done by using the color green to signal go or safe exit in a way that is noticeable to people who are familiar with the association as seen in some international initiatives. So a green exit could also mean a safe exit, telling you that
What? Yeah, bro. Because exit signs. If you just type in exit signs, exit sign. There's green exits that pop up, but why? Well, yeah, most of them are red. Hold on, let me see. I guess it's kind of evenly dispersed. There's some green ones here. There's some red ones here. This is what I'm like normally like used to seeing. It's like just red exit signs. That's crazy. There's like an actual meaning for it though. A green exit sign typically indicates the way to an emergency exit, guiding people towards safety. Green is often associated with safety and go, making it a logical choice for directing people to exit during an emergency. Here's another thing, bro. Like, oh, bro. Universally recognized, enhanced visibility, international standard. Now I want to go there and just see like if there's green exit signs in there. In my country, it's green. Look up a Nokia 6810. Oh, chill. Bro, I'm telling you, man, y'all are like internet. That's crazy, bro. Nokia 6810. Ain't this the one we looked at with the hands on the front? Yo, y'all are crazy, bro. Y'all look crazy, bro. Y'all look crazy. Y'all look crazy, gang. Look at this. The Nokia 6810. Y'all are crazy. Y'all see this? Yeah, Decipher Gang. Decode Gang, Decipher Gang. You gotta look up the house of the book. I don't even want to look that up, bro. I feel like I'm gonna invite something in my house if I look up the house of the book. I'm gonna invite something in my house. Restart the video and see if Kendrick's name is mentioned. Again, I'm 3 minutes behind the stream. This is crazy, bro. I'm gonna invite something in my house if I look that up. It's where the video was shot. Oh, I got you, gang. See, look, you gotta tell me that. The house of the book. Wait, ain't this the Shout out Erica Smith for the $2 donation, gang. I appreciate you. Drake mad the whole world was calling him a pedo. Yes. Thank you so much. Shout out Erica for the $2 donation. Ain't this Zordon and them, bro? Ain't this the Power Rangers gang? Ain't this Zordon and them? Right here? This where they shot it at? This is absolutely Power Rangers, bro. This is where they feel. This is the house of the. Where is this at? Yo, y'all are blowing my mind. We learned a performance hall at this American Jewish University. Is that what that is? No. Hold up. That is the command center? Oh, that's crazy. Somebody said this, fam, and I thought they was trolling me. What up, Bana? I thought they was trolling me. I really did. I thought they were trolling me when they said that. They said it was a Jewish university or something like that.
Here. So I'm not sure if that's the case, but it does seem odd that this exit sign is placed here so randomly and the color of it is green. But you can tell me how you feel about that in the comments. Another thing that people were pointing out were the dark circles that came out in this music video, implying that this is the first time that they've seen those dark circles come out in Kendrick Lamar's videos. You can see here on N95, the dark circles appeared here. And eventually in the music video itself, you could see dark circles throughout the video also. And then you can see it here again in the same music video. Now, I think these music videos are done by different producers. However, the fact that the circle is put in here, I wonder if it's a request by Kendrick Lamar because of the...
So are there any photography people or majors or anybody? Because from my understanding, I'm not sure. Isn't that like something, and I could be wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong. Is that like an imperfection in the film? Like, or a splice, like when they put something together or something like that? I remember hearing something like that a while ago because, like, you know, old movies, they have those pops in there all the time. If you watch like black and white old movies, they always have these in there. Remember to like the video. Yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. I appreciate you. You can scroll through pics of the location on their website. It's a popular filming spot. That is awesome. I wish I would have known. Q marks. It's a transition. Q marks. Film Q marks. Let's look it up. A compilation of film changeover cues. That's what it looks like. Like these dots. Yeah, right here. Film Q marks. You guys can see it up here. You can see it down here. You can see it over here. So what is it used to do? Is it just like a aesthetic thing that like make it just make the video look more aesthetic? That, I mean, it does. It does add some kind of, definitely add some layers to it. Claudette, what's up? What up, Latrice?
The things that he has noticed and put in the past. Like I said, it was done in N95, and now it's done
Emphasize
in this video.
details.
And also, there's actually a PG Line commercial that we went over during the time of the Super Bowl. In this commercial, it seems to be noticed in there as well. You could see that the black hole is centered in the music video called Propaganda. Now, I wonder if this is a message in regards to all the propaganda that has been spread online. This whole music video talks about circles, the sun, and other types of symbolism, even the symbolism of hanging over the street light, kind of like in the Super Bowl. This is how we started talking about this theory in the first place. But the whole thing that we never noticed in the beginning was these circles, and what do they mean for PG Lang, Dave Free, and especially Kendrick Lamar. Now, Dave Free didn't produce this video, and that's another thing that we're going to talk about. But what do these things indicate? What do these circles and these black holes in the footage in the film represent? We've seen him do it in multiple videos. We've seen him represent the circles in other clips. So
circles don't, I mean, if this is just from, I think from what I've seen, right? Circles just mean continuation, like continuity, like never ending. Circles don't end. So if they're using a lot of circles, maybe that's just something they're trying to portray as like it don't stop. You know what I mean? But I'm very curious to see what this means or what the interpretation could be.
Wondering if these circles have any significance. It's not just the black hole, it's multiple circles in the video. But the black hole, I think, is very significant to that whole entire theory regarding circles. I think it has something to do with propaganda. I think it has something to do with the PG Land commercial that they first posted in their YouTube channel. And I know it has some type of meaning. I'm just
It's
not sure of it
when
at
they
this
appear
time.
that's
But we'll
telling,
definitely
is
check
what
it out and
Tree
look
says.
into it in a later video. But since we're talking about music videos, we can finally talk about who produced this music video and where they produced it at. The music video was shot in the West End Bonaventure Hotel in Los Angeles. This is the location where they shot the music video, and this is where you could see Kendrick Lamar and SZA throughout the whole thing. You can see the shot right there. This is exactly where they're at. You can see the two little circles right here. That's the rest area that Kendrick Lamar is resting at in the clips, and you can see it here in color. A second place where it was filmed at was this location right here, which is actually not the hotel. It's another location that they had recorded at. This location happens to be the American Jewish University in Brandon Spartan campus. This is where Kendrick Lamar has shot the music video for that specific scene when he's bringing the car in. Now, from what it looks like, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not sure if he's trying to diss Drake with this, but I think it is odd that he recorded in the Jewish campus.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what the real reason for that was. I'm wondering if it was supposed to slight Drake or diss Drake. But
I wonder if it is, or if it's just a really dope like backdrop. But again, I don't know, bro. It seemed like it might be a diss.
People were pointing out that this was a Jewish university that he had filmed at. And of course, this film is done by Karina Evans. It was produced by Karina Evans. And a lot of people started talking about the producer. Well, who is Karina Evans? Well, if you don't know her background, Karina Evans is somebody who filmed a Luther video, but is also known to work with Drake. She also directed the music video for God's Plan. This is her IMDb. And it shows that she's recorded God's Plan for Drake in the past, which is funny because, you know, if you go back to Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar was quoted to say the family matter and the truth of the matter, it was God's plan to show y'all the liar. So I think it's fun.
God's plan to show y'all the liar, and she's the videographer or the producer of the video is crazy. It is crazy. What up, Ali? Listen, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe if you guys are new. I appreciate you guys pulling up. We are going through the Vils video, talking about hidden messages in Kendrick's Luther video. Now, a lot of these we did see. Some of the ones we definitely, we're learning some new things here, man. So shout out to the Vil for pulling up and letting us know what's going on in these videos. But like I said, man, it really helps out a lot if you guys do subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel grow. We're trying to get to 30K. I appreciate the love and support, gang. Let's get into it.
Funny that now the person who showed y'all God's Plan, the person who produced God's Plan, is now filming this video for Kendrick Lamar, and her name is Karina Evans. She filmed God's Plan to show y'all the liar. I believe the director is also from Toronto. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But this woman has worked with Drake multiple times, at least 3 music videos she's done for Drake. And God's Plan is one of the biggest videos that she had worked on with him. And I thought it was real interesting for Kendrick Lamar to go out and work with her, considering that she recorded God's Plan and because of the theories revolving around God's Plan. We know about the peekaboo theory. If you don't know the peekaboo theory, the song in GNX, Peekaboo, was a theory that was discussed, I believe, at Thought Crimes. Shout out Thought Crimes. They had talked about the sample in Peekaboo in the beginning. Now, going back to Peekaboo, the sample in the beginning of the intro, it says, give a helping hand to your fellow man. The theory about that was that XXX Tentacion, before he passed away, he had this helping hand challenge, saying for people to help each other out, for people to give a helping hand.
Bro.
This was a challenge that he had created before he had passed
away. What up,
away.
Moro?
After he had passed away, people assumed that Drake was responsible because X said that if something happened to him, Drake did it, all these other things. And after he passed away, Drake had made the music video for God's Plan, where he's giving people money. He's in Miami, he's in Florida, he's giving people money away. And not only that, but Florida is also the place where X had passed away. That was his hometown. That was where he was born at. He was born in Florida. So Drake doing X's challenge in the place where he was born at, in the state that he was born at, it seemed like a really big diss. Also, the tour that he did after that was called the Assassination Vacation.
What up, Ace?
Palm tree. X had a palm tree on his forehead.
Wait, what?
The tour they had like this palm tree with the sights on it. Like,
wait, what? And then also, do y'all remember? What was it? Damn. Drake and Travis, they did a song where in the video, the dude got smashed, but it looked like it was X. Y'all seen that?
Really big diss. Also, the tour that he did after that was called the Assassination Vacation with a palm tree. X
Sicko mode,
on
yeah.
his forehead. The tour they had like this palm tree with the sights on it, like with a scope on it. People thought that when Kendrick had dropped the Peekaboo song, And with this reference right here at the beginning, they thought that he was implying that Kendrick was trying to slight Drake about the situation with X. And now I feel like this is another reason to slight Drake about the issues with
Wow.
X, because now you got the person who made the music video to come and help you with your music video.
He got hit by a
Karina
meteor,
Evans
yeah.
filmed God's Plan to show y'all the liar. Another thing that I forgot to mention was that when he says hit him strictly with the 5 the second time, he smiles. He smiles at the camera. He's smiling when he says hit him strictly with that 5. And then it's similar to how he smiles at the camera at the Super Bowl. Hit him strictly with the 5. 5, 5. So I think this is him taunting Drake again, smiling at the camera after he says that. And another thing about this photo was the hat. The hat. What does the hat say? What hat?
I was, hey, bro, I was
saying exactly.
I was so like tapped into this hat trying to figure out what it was, man. I was so tapped in trying to figure out what this hat was for sure. What up, Heather? Correction, PG Lane produced Luther and Old Girl directed it. I'm telling y'all, Angelique, what up? I'm thinking that the woman on the elevator alone is a reference of Gloria his pen. A lot of people are going with the Gloria his pen. Glory is the woman in the video being his pen. I want the thing is, it's like now we need like a movie or we need a timeline of events to come together so we can watch it all at one time and see if that's in fact what it is. Because I fear that we'll never really know. I fear we'll never really know. We'll just kind of always speculate. If this is true, this is probably why Aubrey thinks he's a mob boss, because he's gotten away with murder for almost 10 years. Alex, what up? Southside Chicago, what up, gang? Hey, say shout out to the crew. I mean, here's the other thing though. Like if you really know too, and you got this dirt, like, and you've held on to this information for this long, you got to be in fear like every day that he just gonna drop the dime or that information is gonna make its way to the right people to where you are officially hemmed up. Like, you got to be living in fear. Chicago in the building. She is a Nigerian actress from Los Angeles. Her name is Anastasia. Look her up. Yeah, y'all did. Everybody sent that over. They were saying that in the comments too in the video.
Well, it appears that it's a Namahas Los Angeles cap. It looks like the Namahas is a Sephardic Jewish origin derived from the Hebrew personal name.
So there's a lot of like Jewish symbolism in this video. Well, not a lot, but there's two main pieces: his hat and the location for where the GNX pulled up. I think that's kind of
Chemia. The Chemia in English means the Lord consoles, or the Lord will console. Now, I'm not sure if this is something that Kendrick is into personally, or if it's a diss in regards to Drake because of the Jewish or the Hebrew meaning of the word. But this is what the cap says, and I guess it means the Lord consoles or the Lord will console. But as far as the Jewish origin for Namahas, the English translation is Nechima, which is the Lord consoles. Y'all could tell me what the representation of this hat means in the comments, and you could get back to me and let me know what you think. Now, one big thing that we had discussed was the song's release date. The release date was April 11th. April 11th is the global day to end child SA. It is observed every year on April 11th to raise awareness of SA perpetrated on youngins and to build a strong community to end it. So what are the odds that Kendrick decides to drop a music video on the day that we're supposed to raise awareness for SA?
bonkers.
Specifically to youngins, bro. This is crazy. The fact that Kendrick Lamar decided to do this on this day,
that's why I want to look at the calendar. That's why I want to look at the calendar for like the next like back half of the year and just see what are all the dates that he could possibly drop on, and then just like put a pin in them and just wait and see what happens.
Shows you how calculated
that's what I want to do
in releasing this music video for April 11th, 4/11, 4/11.
Drake accused him of anti-Semitism.
I guess that's the info, right? And one that I had noticed online also after the fact, shout out Monique, chilling with Monique, go check her out. I highly recommend it. She had quoted the lyrics from SZA. She says, "In this world, concrete flowers grow. Heartache, she only doing what she knows. Weekends, get it popping on the low. Better days coming for sure." Which makes sense to the video because in the lyrics, that's basically what she's doing. Weekends, get it popping on the low. It looks like they're meeting secretly. They're hooking up at a hotel so nobody knows that they're hanging out. Very subliminal, and adds to the theory if this was SZA sent to meet Drake and try to get intel from him, allegedly. But it adds up to the theory, and it adds up to the lyrics of what she's saying here. Now, the verse "Concrete Flowers Grow" could go back to "The Rose That Grew from Concrete" by Tupac Shakur.
Well, Chicago's very own Derrick Rose. The rose that grew from concrete. I gotta throw that in there whenever we get a shot, bro. I gotta throw that in there.
Verse Concrete Flowers Grow could go back to The Rose That Grew from Concrete by Tupac Shakur. This was a poem that Tupac wrote about a rose that could grow from the concrete. And the picture that Monique shares here is a video or a picture of roses painted on the concrete. Now, the Rose mural on the west side, dedicated to ex-workers, artist Blake Lenore says he created the mural to illustrate the struggle and history of the area, but also the beauty that struggle has bred. But all in all, I really do think that this is a very interesting thing to point out, specifically the lyrics and how SZA presents herself, as well as the meaning behind a rose that grew from the concrete and what an artist illustrated it for it to be. There was other theories forming around. I'm pretty sure I can't name them all. I'm pretty sure I'm unable to think of them all right now.
You know what else,
theories
though?
Forming around.
What else I kind of peep? Here, he kind of dressed like a Here, he kind of dressed like a lame. That's no disrespect, but I'm like, she's coming to see this guy. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a part in, what up, J-Tom? There's a part in the video. There's a part in the video where he's wearing like Chucks and a tank top. Like, it's like his style switched up. Like, this is the part that's in color and the part that's in black and white. He's wearing, I think he was wearing Chucks. I noticed it because I'm like, if it's supposed to be Drake, he really pulling like a West Coast vibe with this fit. I'm trying to find it real quick, bro. Like, I seen it though. I know for a fact I seen it. He was sitting in the chair and he had, wait. There it is, right there. So you see, you see this guy. Like you see this guy, and then you see like this guy. Chucks and a tank top. They look like they two different people. Right? Y'all see the difference? This dude is this guy. and then this is in black and white. So I'm like, is this the past? And then this is the future? Or is this the past? And then this is like the present. But the style change is crazy. And I wonder what that means. SZA outfit is different too. Yeah, what is she wearing? Do we get like a good look at what she's wearing though? I can't tell. She's got these bracelets. They show these bracelets a lot too. I noticed, I'm telling you, I noticed the way that they like emphasize the bracelets. You can't really see nothing else but the bracelets. What up, Roberto? Like, her face is kind of skewed. We can see her hands on his shoulders and the bracelets. I want to get this scene a little bit more. Not that one. What y'all thinking about that? Does he even have Chucks on at the door? No, he doesn't have Chucks on at the door. He's got on like black. He's got on like khakis, a polo, and like just some shits. He got some shits on. Like, I don't know what they are. That's what I'm thinking, been there. That's what I'm thinking, them bracelets. Now, again, like I said, sometimes we do go on our reach-a-thon, so I'm not saying that I couldn't be reaching on it, but that's what it looks like to me. Them big bracelets stand out. And he's wearing Chucks here. Yeah, he's wearing Chucks and a tank top. See, boom, right there. I don't know. What y'all think? On SZA's hand is a Dwiniman, which is an Adikandra symbol made of circles. Did somebody else pull that out? I can't even make that out. I love Dot, but I didn't think his music video maybe it's all the symbolism again. I'm on Reachville since Friday. Yeah, bro. We in full reach mode. I don't care.
Concrete and what an artist illustrated it for it to be. There was other theories.
Yeah, because she's not wearing them bracelets right there. That's something else.
Concrete and what an artist illustrated it for it to be. There was other theories forming around. I'm pretty sure I can't name them all. I'm pretty sure I'm unable to think of them all right now. But these are the ones that I wanted to go over.
Another theory was that they met in the church. Another theory was that they met in the church because they know that they was doing wrong. And that's why they look how they look.
They're not in any specific order. It's just however I can remember them. I know there was one that people were talking about the girl in the video that Kendrick is with. They're saying that could be Gloria. A lot of people are saying that's supposed to represent Georgia Smith, somebody that Drake had dated, somebody that's worked with PG Lang. A lot of people are saying a lot of different things in regards to the person that Kendrick is with. I don't know if she's Gloria. I don't know if she's supposed to be like Georgia Smith or whatever the case may be. She could possibly just be Whitney, or somebody is supposed to represent Whitney. Y'all can tell me how you feel about who Kendrick is with in the comments. But yeah, there's a lot of things that people are talking about.
There's a lot of stuff floating around.
A lot of layers in this video that I wanted to go over real quick with y'all. Just a real quick recap of the things that I've noticed and the things that other people have pointed out. I'm sure there's going to be more things to come out. I'm sure.
Dog, he could do a part 2. We can go part 2, 3, 4, and just dissect probably scene by scene to try to find things. Just that quick little thing that I just kind of noticed about the outfit changes and how it's like a starkly different person. Like it was an innocent guy, and then it was like a dude who had just kind of changed up a little bit. So that could mean something too. I don't think I've seen that theory thrown out there, but there's just a lot there's a lot, and I think sometimes people will just say that you're reaching, but I think that's what art does. It's up for you to interpret, bro. There's not a science to art. It really isn't. There's not a science to art, man. It's up for interpretation. We look at it and we kind of take what, the way we see it, and then we just share that. Now, if it's wrong, Kendrick will come out and say, y'all are capping, bro. Y'all done just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all done just made this whole thing up, man. Like, whatever. But until then, we're going to keep reaching. Full reach-a-thon. Some of these comments before we get up out of here. We almost at 200 likes in the stream. I appreciate you. I seen court benches too. I really feel like she has passed away. Maybe was unalived in a car, in the red car. Can't wait for part 2. Yeah, right? Ace Boogie Facts, the hotel doesn't have a 7th or 13th floor. Wait a minute, what? Room 6 on floor 13. So y'all saying there's not a 6th floor. I love the video. We still talking about, we gonna be talking about this for a while. The video will hit 10 million views today, and it took no kid 3 weeks to hit 10 million views. That should tell you something about that. She probably did pass, and he's thinking about her. Oh, could be. SZA represents desire, lust, and she's the lady of the night. And what happened if that part has nothing to do with Drake? Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm gonna see Kendrick in Toronto. What else? Yeah, man. Let me know what y'all thought about this. Shout out to the Ville, man, for kind of concisely putting things together. He could have went 40 minutes on this video, man, so he got it down to 17 minutes. But let me know what y'all think about it in the comments, and if you guys noticed anything. I think one of the only things that I really noticed is that the changes in the outfit, the bracelets that SZA's wearing, that are the only things in that black and white scene, unless I'm just looking at it completely like out of context. Like, you see her face, but like it's real, like just kind of touch and go. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. We definitely got another video to get into, so make sure y'all turn on the notification bell. We gonna pull up this next video in about 5 minutes. We'll be right back. Make sure y'all hit the like button on this one. Sub up if you haven't done it already. We on the way to 3K. Can't do it without each and every one of you, man. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow me at all my socials up here. Hop in that Discord. It's free, man. Hop in the Discord. It's absolutely free. I will see y'all in about 5-10 minutes. I'm out. Peace.